Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once more to Grigsby's War in the East. It has been a bloody long time, but I wanted to play the game, and I wanted to play from a fresh perspective, rather than one of blaming a crash as in previous episode. Rather than just get right back into things, and let's identify our objectives and what we need to do. So, we have Moscow within sight over here, Moscow, center of the Reds' power, though they will not capitulate should it fall. Leningrad is, I'd say arguably a higher value target, but we'll have to see about that one. Okay, so what do we have so far? We have a good number of divisions over here. I should really send another division, or 2 divisions, maybe 3 divisions, just to wipe these forces out, and then I can move on. We have absolutely no issues in the rear there. But it's not particularly needed. In the south, I remember us having huge problems. Yeah. Basically, we just need to reform this line. Odessa is a nice objective due to the fact that it holds this fuel over here, but it's not the primary objective. It's just something that would be nice. Okay. No, we can't really move that due to the obviously lack in the fuel. Okay. Bum. Bum. How far around can we move? Okay, so we could cut off, Minsk. Sorry, Kiev. Yes, Kiev could be cut off. We have a lot of the Russian Air Force over here, and that looks like a lot of headquarters. Right then, so you know what we need to do? Is, actually, you know, something that I'm really gonna do is I'm gonna not do that one, is I'm really gonna start using the Air Force a hell of a lot now. I've been refraining from it for a long time, and that's probably been to my detriment. So let's see. Bomb City. Could bomb some airfields. So you can see here there's concentrations of airfields over here. There, and a lot over here. We'll find some bombing runs on the Soviet airfields and see what we can do. I mean, this is probably going to lead to a few losses for us, but if we can keep the Soviet Air Force down in the gutter, then that works well. Yeah, we are losing a few bombers. Either way, it has to be used. I have to justify its existence. And the Luftwaffe did have a huge importance during the war. It's just, unlike in War in the West, you can't have them aside to support a specific command. So I'm kind of missing those sorts of things. I'm going to really miss the logistics, being able to see the logistics and the rail lines. But my god, War in the East with this map mod is beautiful. I cannot describe how good this looks. Okay. Now, do I want to aim for Moscow? I do. But the thing is, if I head for Moscow, and I risk everything to get to Moscow, I'm leaving myself really vulnerable to being cut off. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to focus on destroying the Russian army, the Red Army. It must be destroyed. So we need to peel half of our forces to go north to Leningrad. The other half will push down, and then we'll try and swing around here in the south. So let's see. We'll start with our rail engineers first. Okay. Right, I'm gonna head north. Okay. Right, there we go. Oh my god, it finally happened. I can't believe how long I've had to wait for that. I've had to wait for that for a long bloody time. Holy crap, we're 5 minutes in already. Holy shit, I should stop talking and start playing. Right, we do have some security over here. We might be able to wipe them out with security. Yeah, there we go. They just had absolutely no supplies. Right, this definitely needs to be closer to the front line. I think what I might do is create a separate Panzer command. Obviously, I have the Panzer group, and over here, the Panzer group, I should say. Yes. Right, so we have the Panzer group here. But if I was to split it in half, then I could achieve different objectives. Namely, isolating Kiev from the Russian forces, allowing my main thrust over here in the north to punch through, and allow us to continue to go north. And then at the same time, rescue my Panzer division down here in the south, and deal with Kiev. With Odessa. There's Kharkov. Kharkov is a good objective, a fucking great objective as well with the T-34 production there. But it will fall in time. I'd rather not risk everything for a building, for a few buildings. Because that's what they are at the end of the day. Right. Just going to reform the division. I pressed the wrong button there. Okay, reform the division. Right, force them back. Okay, see, now we can move quite far. Okay. Right, you need to be reassigned. I love the reassigning button. I mean, pressing G is just beautiful. It's like, yep, done. Done. I mean, I could fuck with the Soviet Air Force there in the north, which I might do. Yeah, gaining a little bit of fuel there. Ah, boy, I really need to refuel this Panzer group. We'll assign the Hungarian motorized towards this group as well. Now, what I could do is I could move further in, which I will do. Like so. Reassign. Reassign. Do you have some infantry over here? There we go. Like so, we'll isolate these forces here. Okay, there we go. Should be good now. Should be good. Okay, we'll move the motorized in here too. There we go. Alright, that's the headquarters for it all. Okay. Oh wow, zero, I don't know, 255? Oh, that's a blue and a half. Maybe a little bit of red, maybe like 100 red, 0, maybe 50 green, maybe 100 blue? Yeah, purple! Not quite the purple I'd want, but, hey, well, at least we can see who's who now. Honestly, that's what I should have been doing a long time ago. That would have made things bloody easy. But yep, these are the things that you figured out later. Much later. Much, much, much later. If I just get there and block them off, then what are they going to do? Okay. That's not a bad color. Okay. At least in this way we'll be able to assign things properly. But they can't be reassigned again apparently, but no. Or maybe they can. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now everybody should theoretically be in range. Yep, we have the HQs in range. We have this bloody HQ over here too. That's awkward. Can I do a HQ build-up here? No. Right, keep it together. We'll come for these guys soon. Right, so we have Army Group South here. Right, this cavalry can move. If I move this cavalry, at least that's going to help things out. Ah, right, yes. Okay, they must be reformed. We'll have them form up down here, then we'll use them to break that pocket once and for all. Okay. Well, that's not right, but, okay. That'll do for now. Hopefully break them. Yep. Okay, so not many of these troops are ready for full combat. So these men over here, their job will to be... just right on here then. Use a nice darkish brown. So their job is to... Oh, that's a purple. Fuck yeah. It's actually almost the same purple. Yep, so their job is to wipe out these forces. Our job for the Panzer group is... They'll connect up with the Panzer division down here. Then the rest of them will hold this salient over here, and we'll cut off Kiev. We'll seize Kiev in the following turns once it's been isolated completely from the Soviet Union. Following this, what we need to do is to achieve victory. I know that sounds a bit easy, but you know what I mean. So what we're going to have to do then is going to have to drive down here with our forces. Just try to get around them. Just try to get around them. But of course, the further out we go, the harder it is for our supply lines. So we do need to keep on moving our rail lines. So like here, and I think we have like another one here or somewhere around here. Or maybe even here. I forgot where the arrows are being. But that's the idea. Then sweep from the south as well. Form a nice pocket around Chernigov. Create the Chernigov pocket. Destroy another good chunk of the Soviet army. And then we just keep on moving. I mean, once this is gone here, that's a good amount of planes. Of course, they're going to try to pull back. And don't get me wrong, the Soviets are gaining numbers. All the bloody time. It takes them some time for it to get to full strength, but they will come back, and they will come back in greater numbers. Just like the Sand people. But over here in Leningrad, what we need to do then is obviously put all these troops back here. And we had some nice success over here, which was absolutely fantastic. That really did serve us very, very, very well. So we're going to use a nice grey for the Finns over here. Now we'll go for a light green. Okay, so this needs to be wiped out. That's really nicely done. I don't know why I'm just glad. That's nice. I appreciate that. But yes, I like this green. So yes, they have beachhead supply because they're receiving supply from these ports over here, which I can't really do shit about. These ports here, and here, also here, I can't do anything about because the Finns have this line here. So we can only go so far as that, which does indeed limit us greatly. So, what makes me, well, what I'm thinking about here is, do we allow the Soviets to move forward, to continue to use the Finnish troops to try and cut them off, try and keep them busy? If I was to fall back to maybe like a position here perhaps, try and let the Soviets move forward, let them move their men north. If they move north, then we can keep on fighting them with the Finnish army. And ultimately, it reduces the amount of men that will be guarding Leningrad itself, as they're not going to be so bunched up. I really do like this green, I'm not going to lie, it is indeed a fantastic green. And you have got to appreciate Bandicam's ability to let me do this. So yeah, we need to sweep in, we need to isolate Leningrad from a distance. So that will be the job of the Northern Command, the Northern Army. We need to swing for the Lake Ilmen. Once we do that, we need to follow the river line here. And try to isolate them. These forces come from the east over here. West? Oh my god, west. You know what I mean. From the west. Their job is to pressure the line here. But mainly to try to pull off some kind of advance on Novgorod. The Soviets do have a lot of men here, but ultimately that's going to be their downfall. They will not be able to use all their men at once, and all these men are just going to pile up. Obviously, it's going to make it bloody difficult to get through, but once they're cut off from supply, and from the rest of the Soviet Union, they're basically useless. They might as well have not even been there to begin with. So, yeah, that's that. Right here. So we're going to continue to move up on the fronts here. So, this front is more or less resolved. I've not attacked, mostly because I don't want to just throw men at lines just to have something going on. Right, so we do have some more infantry here. I imagine it's going to require a few men to isolate Leningrad, so we're going to send men north. Okay. Off the train you go. Well, that's an interesting rail route. Not gonna complain. Alright. I have army group center over here. Have a command here. Right, so these forces are cut off. That's good, so we should destroy them. I'm a bitch. There we go. Okay. Gumel has been taken, or will be taken. Okay, Gumel has fallen. There we go. Right. We're gonna reassign these men. You'll be assigned to the 4th Army. 19 admin points. Ooh, damn. I suppose that did do everybody better. Rightio. We'll destroy these men here. There we go. Right. So, what we have here is the Soviet line, of course, so we're going to go and draw that out. So, that is roughly the shape of the Soviet line right down here. Now, I have my men in concentrations here and here. That's almost like a phase. So what I need to do then is I need to form them up. What we need, so let's clear that, is we need to form up into a block. Like this. We have another block over here. That's a terrible block. There we go. Draw some teeth in there. So that's a little whale. We'll call this a block on the whale. So with the block on the whale, we're going to push forwards or swim along. And we're going to try and basically create something of a salient. So these forces will still be in here. And then what we do is we use some armor or some fast-moving mobile force to cut this off. And that's how we destroy parts of the line there. So, the worst thing I can do here is maintain a front line. I say that, and it really does not make much sense because obviously the Soviets would be pushing forward, but yeah. So the worst thing I can do here is maintain a front line. I don't have as many men, and it's pointless to me. I'm on the offensive, not the defensive. I can't play like them. So we're going to move our men to the south here. Of course, I am leaving many things vulnerable, but ultimately this should pay off. So form up. Okay, so here's our engineer unit. Damn. Okay. Where is the command? So do we not have a 4-star? Ah, here we go. Right. The 102nd... Okay. So you don't carry any supplies, really. So fair enough. But alas, guys, we have come towards the end of the episode, so I thank you so very, very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this, and I'm enjoying it so far.